let's talk a little bit about a very exciting event that's coming up. I'll just let you go with this. You're probably more excited than I am, and I'm pretty excited. So.
Well, it is good to be playing again. Oh man, it was a long stretch, but yeah, we played down under there in July, and they wanted us to come back in September, and we couldn't be more happy. It was really nice to be back on stage again.
So was July the first time that you had hit the stage since 2019?
Right, yeah. Yeah, so that was an awful long wait.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your band. How long you guys been together? What kind of songs can we expect? That kind of thing.
Well, we're more into the older style country, but we tend to cover the spectrum pretty good. So we dig into a little bit of Elvis, a little bit of Alan Jackson, George Strait. Yeah, you name it, we're pretty much playing it. So, but no, the guys and I have been together for, oh man, quite a few years. I couldn't exactly tell you how many. It seems like a long time. We're more like family, I think, than friends at this point. But yeah, no, it's
to your partners in crime.
Pardon me?
Let's get a shout out to your partners in crime.
Oh, you betcha. Yeah, well, I got my bass player, Neil Atkinson. He's been playing since the beginning of time, I think. And so so have Grant and Wayne Honig. Grant, he won Steel Guitar Player of the Year 3 years in a row. And Wayne, I keep calling him Old 88 Fingers because he's just one awesome piano player. So, but yeah, no, we tend to play well off each other, and we like to play off the crowd too, and include them in everything we do. So it makes it nice.
Yeah. And Kelly, do you have original songs that we can look forward to as well?
Oh, sure do. Yeah. There's some songs off my Nashville album that we'll be doing down there. And there was one of them called The Stranger. That one got a lot of airplay down in LA, won a bunch of awards down there. So yeah, we're looking forward to playing that one again. So yeah, it's like a breath of fresh air to get back at her again. And I think folks are really getting out there and shaking a leg too, because they've been cooped up too long too. So.
So is this going to be an indoor event, or is it out at the park? Where are we going to come and watch this event?
It's indoors at I guess the rink down there, and yeah, it's a very nice venue to play. Lots of room, and yeah, it's come on down and bring as many people as you can. I think it's $10 a person to get in, and I think 12 and under are free. And
wow.
So, oh yeah, no, it'll be great, and I think folks are looking forward to it because, like I said, everybody's been cooped up for so long. Eh?
So do you know if that evening, if they're going to have like a canteen or anything that people would want to bring, a little bit more funds for, or if, you know what I mean? Like, do you know anything more? Like, are you going to have some things they can buy, maybe some CDs, t-shirts, stuff like that?
Oh yeah, you bet. We'll have lots of merchandise down there. We'll have, let's see, what have I got here? I got hats, t-shirts, coffee cups, got some water bottles and some stickers we just give away. So, but yeah, no, there'll be all that stuff down there and some CDs and lots for people to look at.
So is it like a beer gardens event?
Yeah, they're going to have alcohol served there, and yeah, so bring your thirst. So and a driver.
Exactly. Oh man, I was going to ask something and then you made me laugh and I completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh man. Okay, so the event for you starts at 8:00, but what time do doors open? Do you have any idea?
Actually, I've got a paper right here. It's listed on their website, but there's a steak supper. I'm just looking here. Steak supper at 5:30, and then the cabaret starts at 8:00. So there's lots going on. There's golf tournaments. There's trick or treating for the kids because it's kind of a Halloween type of I guess not a venue, but a Halloween type of setting. So yeah, the kids are looking forward to it too. So
that's very
yeah, lots of stuff going on there.
So obviously you play guitar. So how long have you been playing, Kelly?
I'm almost. I don't know if I should tell you.
Don't forget,
Uh,
good things age better with time, right? It's not actually something about wine. I mess it up.
I started playing when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
So yeah, that was a couple of years ago.
That was just a
But
couple wowzers. Some Johnny
but
Cash back then or what?
yeah, well, yeah, this is whatever I could manage to get out, I guess. But I started playing professionally probably around 1996.
Okay.
So that's been like I said, a couple of years. So, but I play guitar, I sing, and I used to play keyboards at one time. But when Wayne came on board, then Wayne plays now, and he's way better than I am.
People tend to have it. I'm really good at electric guitar, without the guitar, but like my voice.
Oh yeah.
If you ever need that, you just let me know. Oh man. So let's just quickly chat. So you said you went down to Nashville. Did you get an opportunity to work alongside some of the greats or maybe have some studio time? Nothing actually, was recorded as a result of that. Tell me a little bit about Nashville.
Well, Nashville was a blast. I had a buddy of mine. He says, "Well, he says that wasn't really much of a holiday for you, and you're working." And I said, "Yeah, it was terrible." I says, "Working in a Nashville studio for 3 weeks." I said, "So yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed that." So,
Yeah. Well, anybody
but
who says they've been to Nashville, we're already wanting to know more. So
oh yeah, no, it's great. Donnie Skaggs actually was my engineer down there. He's related to Ricky, so.
oh,
Uh,
cool.
But yeah, no, it was a really good time down there. My producer was just awesome to work with. Lorna Flowers was her name, and no, it was a real relaxed atmosphere, and the whole atmosphere in Nashville. I mean, you go down there, and well, for example, say you're wandering through the park or something down there, down on Music Row, and you got your guitar with you, and if you happen to be sitting there wanting to pick a tune or write something, it's not unusual for half a dozen more guitarists, more vocalists, songwriters. Pretty soon you got a crowd, just everybody's just working together, just having fun. So yeah,
That's great.
it's just an awesome atmosphere.
Well, I
I,
think
I
that
miss
you get a chance to have that. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and I miss it. Every time we go down to Nashville and we go to come back, I said, boy, it's getting harder to leave all the time. So
So did you take all the boys with you, or was it just yourself that went?
just myself that went and my wife. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it was a really good time. And it was nice. You get a lot more insight. Um, where you on some songs that I wrote, there was one called The Valley, and my producer down there, she says, she says this could actually use one more verse. And
Mm.
so while we were writing and or she was writing, I guess, and I was doing the song and we were doing some overdubs and stuff like that. And she handed a piece of paper to me. While we were doing this, she wrote another verse. And I looked at her and looked at the verse and I just kind of shook my head because it was so natural for her. She just, yeah, try this out. She says, what do you think of that? Awesome.
So
So we
let's say
included.
that things are going well for you at the studio. How long would it take, if it was going well, to get in there, get that recording done, and get out? Is it still an all-day adventure?
Well, see, this is the nice part about Nashville. They asked me, my producer asked me, how long, because we were recorded up here as well at Touchwood Studios. And so you're working with a budget and, you're kind of crunching time. But she says, how long did it take you to record up there? I says, about 3 days. And I says, and I couldn't talk for a week because I says my voice was done. Well, yeah, we don't do that down here, she says. What we do, she says, is we'll do the scratch tracks, the vocals, just so the guys can get the music done. And she says, and once they got that and the overdubs and everything else is good, she says, then we'll call you back in and we'll do the pro tracks. I says, okay. I says, we're going to probably do, most of them in, in a couple of days. Oh, no, she says, we'll do one song and then we might do another one. And then we'll wait a couple of days. She says, we don't want to stress your voice out. So that's why I say it was really relaxed. I spent 3 weeks in the studio down there doing that album, so it was awesome. There was no strain, no stress on the voice. It was very nice to work down there.
Nice. When you said your voice was stressed, it made me think, was it the Beach Boys that they had to keep going over and over and over until they got it right? And it was like, no, again.
Yeah.
The Beach Boys. I'm not sure.
Well, we had one of my songs actually that we had to adjust a little bit. All it was a pronunciation problem,
Oh,
and it would just get people a little confused. It's called Another 26-Ounce Illusion. And the way we were singing it, or the way I was singing it would kind of get a little bit distorted, and it sometimes sounded like you were saying solution instead of
oh,
illusion. So then we had to modify the song so that it would, there was no confusion. So that one took a while.
yeah. Being someone with my job, of course, having to articulate, you get the two T's in a row. It's tough. Like ends with a T, next one starts with a T. It's like most people just merge them together, and you're
Yeah.
like, I can't even think of anything, to be honest with you. But when it happens, you're like, that's tough. That's really tough.
Well, it is because on that particular song, you got 26 ounce. So you got that S sound. So
Yeah.
then when you go to say illusion, it can be mistaken for solution. So
That would be great though, honestly, because all those songs that it's like, what did you think the lyrics were, and what are they actually? That'd be a good example.
boy, that one took me a while to get through because, of course, I'd been singing it for so long a
Mhm.
certain way, and then you have to, kind of relearn it. So it
Yeah.
was, yeah, that one. Donnie there, the engineer, he was saying to me, God, he says, I'd hate to be a singer, he says, and have to deal with people like me. He goes,
Nice. Well, you touched on that being, relation to Ricky. That's what it seems to be, right? Like, music tends to almost follow in families. So, with
yeah.
that in mind, was your family very much musically involved, and that's why you kind of got going on it?
Well, actually, my folks, dad used to, I mean, that was many years ago. Dad's what, 96 now. So, yeah. So he's getting up there, but he used to play the harmonica, and Mom used to play the accordion, and that's how they entertained themselves years ago. And of course, you kind of grow up with that, and so then you kind of pick that up. But apparently, I was the only one in the family that did. So,
That's good. You don't have to go against competitively with your family. That's good.
there you go.
Oh man. Well, it sounds like, things are going well for you, upcoming events and things like that. So I'm really excited to help you get the word out that you guys are going to be out at Ungerman Regional Park coming up here September 18th. So just around the corner.
Well, I sure do appreciate it. No, like I said, it's great to be back out and about again. I think everybody could use a break and kick up their heels.